Just a little bit. My paint looks so crap now that we've done yours. Alright. Front bar off.
Time to get started.
What do we need for that? You've done this more than I have. It's just the bar, eh? You don't have to take the...
Yeah, you can take the bar. Yeah, I think it's like, it's 2 bolts into the frame.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing comes out.
Is that all?
And then you unplug your horn as well.
Oh yeah. Actually, I think I've got like all wiring and stuff I need to tidy up too, so. Righto.
Have you ever taken your bar off?
No. Alright, Brad, it's off.
You look like a drift car.
Because it's missing.
Yeah. Because all the other ones, they just rip them off because they get broken straight away.
There's a lot of wiring there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a bit going on in here than there is in mine.
Bit going on here.
Yep. Just a little bit.
So that's the transcooler that we either have to find another place for.
This side of my face is a bit heavier because of how much dirt I just got in my eye. So I feel like I'm kind of leaning this way.
Because you stood right underneath, you laid right underneath the bolt you were undoing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably 40 years of dirt above that. So yeah, there's a lot of wiring to tidy up and properly secure now that we've got, there's the Astra pump, there's a good view of that. So we got transcooler and fan and all of that. Just try not to hit the linkages for the lights. Then we got the aircon condenser and the radiator.
Nice.
Alright bud, get it out.
Radio guys. Getting out radiator. Gonna be straight.
See how big this bad boy is. Black.
Yeah, no, it's black.
Must be fucked. Careful. Don't
Yeah, I just thought of that.
Don't touch the bits. Okay, it's long. Righto, so that's the mission, eh? Mounting that
Some of
bad
them's
boy.
already bent. Those ones are bent.
Yeah.
That was not me. That's too far in to be me.
Yeah. Alright, so mounting that bad boy down there somewhere.
With all the other stuff.
Yeah. So I ran a bigger transcooler because it's got a pretty high stall. Pretty much gonna have to go in there. Go get rid of this transcooler. Want a job?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I've disconnected these hydraulic lines. That's the transcooler lines.
Mm-hmm.
So that's stripped out into there. So they go up into the top entry there.
Yeah.
So do you wanna, there's 2 screws in there that hold it on. They're nut inserted in, so that's that Allen key there and there, which you can get from this kit here.
Yeah.
And then there and there.
Yeah.
They're nut inserted in as well. And then that's just a plug. And then take that old transcooler out.
Yep. Get rid of it. And then after that, I'm gonna get some chips.
Right, so we've got the transcooler out. Probably should tilt that up because that's just going to leak everywhere. So this is what's left. And chuck us that thing and see. Are you going to help? Or are you just going to eat all day?
Eat.
You want to think you're a teenager. Alright. Let me grab that. Alright, I think the hoses need to go on this side. Oh, not a lot of room up there, eh? That dryer is right in the road for the aircon.
You don't need aircon, it's too cold here anyway.
It is at the moment, but I definitely need it for the future. Yeah, even that dryer needs to be moved over to here. This is what we'll be doing to yours one day, but with the intercooler.
Yeah.
That's too low, so it needs to go up in the side there. Yeah, it definitely needs to. That needs to move.
Back to eating my chips.
Yes, you can go back to eating your chicken. So one thing we know we have to do is swap this around. This is the Transcooler, a larger size version, and that's a smaller size version. So the only place we really have to put it is up underneath here, inside the guard. So I've got the Astra power steering pump on the other side, which means this is really the only place for it, and it's the side that I run the lines on. So it's going to have to mount this one up there and hope that the airflow is good enough to keep it cool, using the smaller one over the bigger one. So I fitted a cooler on the side, Transcooler. Just have to hook up the line, so they've forgotten which one of these is our supply line. So I'm just going to start it briefly and see which one spits out fluid, black or blue. Looks like blue. Alright, I've got the oil cooler installed over that side, the smaller one. Hopefully there's going to be enough clearance here with the front bar. We knew this would be tricky, but I'm not 100% sure what to do here. So we've got the aircon dryer, and it's just, when it sits in front of the condenser, it's just in the road for the heat exchanger to go on. So what I might do is cut these brackets off so this can sit flush with the condenser, and this one here has a bracket in there as well. Cut him off, hopefully to sort of push this out of the road, and then we'll be able to mount that, and then maybe push the dryer sort of back in position a bit. So see how that looks. I've mounted the bottom here. I'm just checking the clearances along here, making sure everything's alright. There is the bracket that I cut off the AC dryer still sitting out there, so I might just trim that down a bit more and then put some pinch weld on it. So that's all good. The trickiest bit is mounting this so there's heaps of room on this side still, but this side's got the water on it, the water hoses, so there is a hole there. So I'm thinking I might either enlarge that hole or just see how that goes, and that can poke through there. Yeah, I think that will probably go up into the engine bay, and then the pump will connect to this one. So I have to mount the pump down here somewhere too, and then that will go back through the chassis rail there to the engine bay. Something like that. She's a bit tricky. Right, oh, there it is. Yeah, I just managed to put the dryer sort of back around so it's towards the front a bit. Should be enough clearance. Just going to see how that goes. I might be able to bend it around a bit more, but yeah, we've got this, luckily this little point there, the hose isn't kinked at all through there. So that'll be the inlet. Inlet? Yeah, inlet to the exchanger, I'm guessing. Yeah. Should probably read the instructions. I haven't read any instructions yet online for VE to VF, but should be able to get something out of it. Yeah, so we've got the bottom one here, which I imagine goes onto this pump. So guessing That's a suction, that's a discharge, and ideally, if that's only going to have to shoot back up into the engine bay through there, then that's pretty much lined up with that. That's a bit of arse, and then I'll put a bracket over there, and that's the wiring will be over there as well. Yeah, well, that's my thinking so far. I'm not entirely sure if that's the correct lineup, but I'll see what happens. I'll go and have a look online and see what it says. Rightio, I am struggling with this a little bit because I don't have any instructions, and I don't even know the coolant flow path that this is supposed to take. So obviously we've got a heat exchanger, a pump, some fat lines. These are say 3/4, and then we've got so the single discharge of the pump is going to come up into here, I believe, and that goes into the intercooler or whatever you call it, the heat exchanger chambers inside the charger, floods them, fills them up, and then they overflow out these two pipes. So they're full. That's straight from the heat exchanger, so that's the coolest the coolant will be. Goes into there, heats up, comes out. So we've got two hoses here that are smaller size. So got one Y piece that came with it, and then the reservoir's got two hoses, two skinny ones and a big one that comes out. So intake in here, outlet here. So if we use this and put that on there, we've got an outlet, a single outlet of the larger size, but that's useless because the reservoir has too small. So I think this is supposed to go like this somewhere in the engine bay, and then the outlet from here goes down to the heat exchanger, the feed to the heat exchanger, and then that's not used. So I don't know why that's included if you have to do it that way, because there's two. I guess if in the future I wanted to change it to a different reservoir that only had a single inlet, yeah, I don't know. It's not easy. There's no drawings, like there's no instructions that say this is the flow path, this is how to do it. I think it's just figure it out yourself, and this is obviously why shops install it and not people at home. So anyway, keep chipping away. I think I've got a plan. Just feeding the hoses, because I don't want to cut the hose short either if I don't know where I'm putting it. I wasn't sure if the reservoir was going to be up at the back of the engine bay somewhere, or sitting here right on the engine like that. So just feeding the hose up through, and then I'll have to feed it back down again for the discharge. So okay, what a mess. Obviously got the pop-ups up so we could get in there for a look. But there's the heat exchanger slash intercooler slash whatever we're calling it. So flow path, radiator, hot side in. I haven't pulled this all the way through yet. I'm just sort of worried about how tight I pull it as to whether that tube bends and blocks the flow. So we're just gonna wait and see what happens when the bumper goes on, because obviously that's got to come through there. So I'm not sure. Hopefully that clears all that, and that might have to sit above it, something like that. Yeah. So hot comes out here into the radiator heat exchanger, and then the pump sucks it out. The pump discharges straight up in there. So that'll come up one of these, that'll go into the supercharger. The out will come into the reservoir, which will be like a header tank that feeds back down to the heat exchanger. That's the theory. yeah, all this wiring's a bit of a mess. I ran the thermo fan, it's back over here, so that's powered all the stuff for the horns. This is going to be a mess when that goes back on that side too, the bracket for the bumper. And then yeah, we've got this condenser too that's managed to still sit there. Not sure how low that's going to sit, but yeah, it didn't end up having to depressurize the condenser or the aircon system. And then this is just an aircon hose, so this will all tie up to the front bar. Actually, I haven't wired the pump yet. I might wire the pump up before I put the bar on. Giving this a run to make sure there's no leaks. They don't have any leaks. It all looks good. I didn't turn the aircon on, but if I had a leak in that, I would have known about it by now. Alright, wait for Brad to come home. He can help me put the front bar on and I can tidy all this wiring up. Actually, I haven't wired the pump up yet. I'll have to do that once the bar's on so I know where all the wiring's going to go. Then we can start up the top. That's going to be the next chapter. Just installed this here too, so I wonder if that's sort of, yeah, it's probably a couple of inches in from the cylinder head. It might clear. You might be alright actually. That'd be lucky. Anyway, we're going to find out.